I just had an iced Americano and I got a bit inspired to make a video about Amazon FBA courses, right? And what I think is the future of what I class as like Amazon FBA education. Didn't get any. So there's a lot of stigma, right? There's a lot of sort of negative sort of sentiment around Amazon courses and Amazon gurus. And I want to just talk about it a little bit because it's something that's obviously kind of like close to my heart because we've got a community, we've got a course, and I want to give you kind of like an honest insight into my experience selling on Amazon over the past few years. And if you're a beginner and you're watching this and maybe you've seen some other channels or you've seen our channel, I just want to give you the honest lowdown, right? Because I remember when I first started selling on Amazon, I didn't have that much money, and joining a community or getting a course, it seemed super, super expensive. And I actually did that and I regretted it initially. And the reason was because I ended up joining a community. It wasn't very good. I realized that the guy running it was not a total fraud, but didn't really know what he was doing. And it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. And if I'm being honest, that was what Honest FBA was born out of. I was so frustrated with not knowing who I could trust, like who was just making stuff up, who was exaggerating. All you want to know as a beginner, if you're watching this, you'll probably agree with me, is how much money can I make? How much is it going to cost? How long is it realistically going to take? You know, that's what you want to know. You want to know that if you are committing to doing something like this, that you're actually going to make money and you're not wasting your time, right? And I can tell you that you're not wasting your time because essentially all you're learning by getting into Amazon FBA is e-commerce. And e-commerce is not going anywhere. If you think it is, then I don't know, you're a bit crazy. So Amazon might be getting a little bit harder. It might be getting easier in some ways. It might be adapting and changing. Like everything changes all the time. But the reality is like, if you learn how to sell stuff online, you're never really going to struggle to make money and make money on the side. And if you're working a 9 to 5 and you don't like always having to answer to a boss, what better way than to learn business skills outside? Because if you've watched my videos before, you'll know that I talk a lot about how if you want to get rich, or even if you just want to make extra money, you need to learn valuable skills. But there is a stigma around Amazon courses, and it's really because a lot of Amazon gurus, they will lie and exaggerate because you can make a lot of money selling courses. And, you know, we make good money through Honest FBA, but I'm very proud that we're doing our very best to give people the transparent sort of information that they need to make the decision on whether or not Amazon is for them. So in my opinion, the future of Amazon FBA courses, because a lot of people like to just say, oh, you sell a course, right? And I don't really think that's what we do. And I think if you really want to learn Amazon in the best way, you need to join a good community. And I want to show you inside the Honest FBA community today so you can have a little sneak peek, because I think you will see some value. And it's not to say that you have to join Honest FBA. Of course, I'm advertising it because it's my business and it's a product that I really believe in and I want people to join it. So I'm not hiding that. But I just want to show you inside the results channel, right? Because when I first started selling on Amazon, like I just didn't know what was possible. So this is yesterday. You can see all these people saying congrats. You know, we've got Baba in here, right? Who works full-time in finance. I think he joined probably 8 or 9 months ago. And he's just launched his first product with us. And as you can see, it's doing really well. So he's doing, you know, in the last 7 days, he's done over $10,000. So this is a product now that'll probably do $40,000 a month. He's shared some of his strategy. He's shared what's gone well. He's got a net margin of 26%. He's saying, you know, if he has these kind of numbers consistently, it could actually let him leave his day job, which is obviously incredible. And it's just nuts. And then you can see everyone down here, congratulations, congratulations. So most of these people, I think, are kind of in the phase of, this is Robert, he's in the phase of just getting his first product to market. So that's obviously for him, that's amazing to see, right? So, you know, you can look in our results channel and you'll see like Joshua in here. So Joshua is the Honest FBA resident PPC expert. Joshua's already sold an Amazon brand a few years ago. And now he's just absolutely killing it. Like he's doing 10K in sales from one product, right? I know what this product is. Joshua's done a crazy, crazy job with this. Look, $10,000, nearly $11,000 in sales, over $2,000 in profit, right? And look, Joshua didn't start 6 months ago. You can see here his organic ranks. You know, he's been doing Amazon for years, but he's developed those skills over years. So imagine as a beginner seeing this and how much inspiration, hopefully, it gives to you. We've got Mala in here who's just had a launch, wasn't going very well, and he kind of, you know, picked it back up. We've got Ada, who has got the Amazon's Choice badge. We've got Evan, who's posting about his Instagram Reels. So Evan's super, super good at, general sort of social media stuff with his brand. Babar again, nearly 1K profit early on in his launch. We've got Connor hitting 10K. So look, right, like we've got a community where you can come in and at any time you can see success stories. You can come into the general chat and you can ask questions. Somebody asking about an account manager. We've got somebody asking about terms. So when people talk about Amazon courses, right, and they say like, is it worth getting an Amazon course? The value really isn't in the Amazon course. Like I said, if you're a real beginner, of course, doing a really, really good course is going to give you that amazing foundation and that knowledge. But where you're really going to see value and why these things are worth it if they're run by the right people is anytime you've got a question, you can come into a community like ours and you can ask the question, right? And I genuinely am not just saying that to try and advertise Honest FBA, because there's other good communities out there. Not everybody is a fraud. I've been very vocal, right, about fake gurus. There's some great communities out there for Amazon FBA. And if you are sat on the fence and you're wondering, should you invest on education for Amazon? Yes, you should. Trust me, you should do it. Make sure that you vet the people that you're looking at and that they actually know what they're doing and they actually sell on Amazon. But if they do and they look like they've got a good community and a good course, then go for it. It seems like a lot of money up front, but if you think about it over the course of like 4 or 5 years, you're going to get so much value because you can go out and learn on your own, but it's going to take you 10 times longer. And also when you've got little questions, you're not going to have anybody to ask them unless you've got a bunch of friends that already sell on Amazon and they're really successful. Like Tom shared a $100 PPC code, promo code. So, Evan's saying it works. So $100 for free. Has anyone ever disputed a case with Alibaba? Like, I guarantee there are going to be a million questions that you've got over the next few years, right? And having a community like this on your doorstep, at your fingertips, is going to save you so much money, and it's going to speed everything up, And then also, like we're throwing live events now. So if you've seen on the YouTube channel, we did an event in London. I can't even describe how incredible the feeling is to be in a room full of people that are all doing the same thing as you. When I first got into Amazon FBA almost 5 years ago, I was completely alone. I was just trying to find anybody online who I could speak to, but it was lonely, man. And when things went well, it was obviously good, but I didn't even have anyone to share it with. I was like telling my girlfriend at the time, like, yeah, I did $1,000 in sales. And she's like, great, go and wash the dishes. Do you know what I mean? So just honestly, the energy that we got from this day by being around 200 other people that sell on Amazon and that are all working towards the same goal is incredible. We've got people from Honest FBA, shout out Davey. David lived in Newcastle in the northeast of England. He's now living down the road from me in Barcelona. We're working out together. We've got a personal trainer that he shared with me. We're pushing each other to do more stuff, to make more money, to be whatever. It really is true that the people that you spend your most time with, they really rub off on you, right? And just being around people, being in a community, you're going to get so much value from it. So yeah, those are just a few points, right, that I wanted to touch on. And again, look, this is an advert for Honest FBA because if you're on the fence about joining a community or if you're on the fence about starting Amazon, I can tell you a little bit about what we're doing. So we've got a brand doing 7 figures. We're launching D2C now. So we're launching on Shopify. We're building a real brand, right? We're looking to get in retail stores. So we're going to be talking about all of that in our community. We're going to be teaching people what we're learning. We're bringing in other experts. Like, look, the goal for me with Honest FBA is we want to be the #1 e-commerce online training site that you can find anywhere in the world, initially probably in the UK. And that's the goal, right? So I'm super excited to share it with people. And I'm going to be talking about it more on the channel because sometimes you feel a little bit like you don't want to advertise too much, because people will call you out and say, oh, you're just trying to make money from this and that. And of course, like, I'm not lying. It's a great way to make money, but it's an incredible way to build a community. And I've seen so much positivity come out of this community in just a short space of time. I can't even imagine where it's going to be in a few years. So that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think I'm talking bullshit? Do you think I'm just trying to flog my course? Do you agree with me? Do you think that you know, you don't need an Amazon course? Do you think you can do it on yourself? Just let me know your thoughts, because I always appreciate the comments. And go and watch this recent video that I did. I can't remember what it was on. It was how to get fuck you rich with Amazon FBA. That was it. One of my favorite videos that I recorded recently. So go and watch that one, and I'll see you in the next one.